Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. To the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, ball's out! Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. And at the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, again, I've been there before. It's the opening drive of the game. You're trying to scramble, make something happen, and you get absolutely lit up. Man, that cold tub, that can't come soon enough. Bad news, though, is you've got an entire game to play.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll move the tight end. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Powers through the defender. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass, and giving no space for the offense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Running back searching for a hole. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Finds his man down the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The give to the back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle. Force the 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set. First down. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Tackled there by the defense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Back to pass, it's Manning. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires on the move. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. The throw. And it's complete. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop.
Man, and it comes up short, man. They go bold, right? They go for the fake field goal. They flip it to the kicker, and the kicker throws it, and it's complete, but just short. Listen, aggressive play call. I like it, but it's not successful.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for room, it's Peoples.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops the throw. Got a man, it's Smith. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking on the move. Complete to the right. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of... After a nice pickup on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Nestled just inside that right upright. And it has been a defensive struggle to say the least, but finally, scoring. We've got a field goal on the board. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. And that penalty will back them up some more at the distance to the goal. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks.
Oh, he's got some space.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. Showing off goal. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires complete on the crosser. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
Yeah, and one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense.
He'll take a shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Buckeyes inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Leaves it with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play any Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Bryant. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is
Don't
to
do that
turn
again.
over on your opening drive.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Russell. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a lineman.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running the red zone, it's Peoples. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To throw, it's Sayin. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Not a lot of room there. Give them a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more...
Turning it on! He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on fourth. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very, very long. Bring in the heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Defense. Got room on the return. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
With the catch, it's Peoples. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws for the tight end. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, it's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He wants to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Halted in the first down and more. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Buying some time as he moves left. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He got it.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
To the air, it's Sayin looking to scramble. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up.
He lets one fly deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Miller. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got it, looking for a first. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This is a designed run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 30. Inside the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Timeout called there. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun to give to the back. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They grab the early lead.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And That's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This time he's got his man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Pressure coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll try the outside to the left. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick. His head has to be spinning. We got a timeout here late in first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Great place to start for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see.
There he goes. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Love. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's falling. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back in this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
All kinds of time before he fires right. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run, it's Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of...
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Working that left side now. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
Yeah, and Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Branch. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They got it at the 30. And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Georgia going up tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick catch on third down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Bulldogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to pull his way in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to pick off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
On the double. Timber. Timber. Igloo.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Handoff to the lone back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run the toss. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin using the quick game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. To the ground. He's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
From the red zone, it's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They marched 79 yards on the drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Stockton. Flips it out in the flat. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw for it. The short hands, it's Branch. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Bell. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the first down.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The give to the lone running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Peoples. Headed to the end zone. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. To the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trying to get the corner. Oh, better look out. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Peoples. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off the scoreboard.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, what a move. Smashes it with the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the ground, it's Fletcher. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Fletcher. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Sayin. They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Finds his man. It's Smith.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This would have been about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They'll pass on that and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. It's caught. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense is ready for that.
Looking to throw, it's back. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half.